I played the Granblue Fantasy vs. Rising beta last weekend and I had a blast. I only got to play on Sunday, but I'm sold on this game. Now I'm an enjoyer of the original version of Granblue. I didn't mind a low skill ceiling since that was touted out to be. I played the gambit of execution heavy fighting games, so it was nice to have a more chill fighting game with some waifus. But, like with most people, COVID hit and I was tearing my hair out dealing with the latency playing this game online. So I wanted to go over what changes they made and how I felt about them. Gameplay wise, the biggest changes were that you can end combo strings with an overhead or low ender, aka triple attacks. Dash attacks were added, just do dash plus a button and you get a different attack. Light versions are plus on block and some are ridiculously privileged. Medium seems to replace the universal overhead for the previous game, and heavy side swaps. Not sure if this is universal since I only had time to play Fairy, but if anyone knows for sure if this is true, then let me know in the comments. They created new ultimate versions of special moves, so before you only had regular versions. EX versions glowed yellow, and now ultimate versions, which cost a portion of your super gauge, now glow blue. This threw me off at first because I didn't realize how important these moves were. These can give you hard knockdowns and have iframes. I spent a good 30 minutes getting wrecked on wake up before I realized Fairy's EXDP didn't have iframes anymore, and instead I need to use her ultimate version. Hello? You got stuff? This is pretty interesting since it's another mental stack on managing your meter. If you spend all your bar and ultimate skills, then you lose out on your comeback mechanic of the Skybound art. Now the mechanic they added that really helps flesh out the game is the Brave Point system. You start off with 3 points, and certain moves cost these points, or they deplete your opponent's points. The trick is, when you run out of points, you take more damage. Wars. Oh my god, why did it do so much damage? Holy shit. With this they included the Rage and Strike system, which has a lot of nuances, so I'll just give you the basics. Pressing medium plus heavy gives you Rage and Strike. This guard crushes the opponent and you can get a follow-up attack. Press medium and heavy again and you'll get a Raging Chain. When done during a combo, you can do a follow-up attack and cash out some extra damage, or use it as a hard knockdown to set up your set play. Fairy in particular gets a nasty setup by comboing into Raging Strike, then putting down EXGG. Then finally, they added Brave counters, which work similarly to alpha counters or dead angles. Just block an attack and you can throw them off for 1 Brave point. It's also your only way to defend against Rage and Strike if you get hit by one. So this mechanic gives a lot of Street Fighter 6 vibes with Drive Impact. I like that it makes the game faster and gives a universal way to open people up on offense. It costs Brave points to do so if you are careless with this, you can find yourself at a major Brave point disadvantage. You know, consequences for your actions. One thing I'm not digging about the Brave counter system is on counter hit, you get a knockdown, and that seems way too much reward, especially since I don't know if you can even bait these out. But even so, these are taken out in Guilty Gear and Street Fighter V for a reason. It's just too much reward to block an attack and be allowed to get free offense. Another thing I'm wondering is how are scrubs going to handle this game? Right now we're looking at juggling skills, super meter, and now Brave points. I thought this was supposed to be the easy fighting game. I personally like having all these tools, but we've definitely strayed from our roots of a game with simple inputs for simple folks. I played about 60 matches online, and besides a few cases which I'm certain were Wi-Fi, the netcode was solid all around. Rollback really does make the world go round. I got a chance to play a couple games of Granblue, and this was such a smart idea. Just having a way to chill after long sets like this is brilliant, and actually plays well. Hopefully they add more content to this in the game's lifespan because it's way more interesting than anything the extra modes have given us in Street Fighter. So between all these features, along with crossplay and functional lobbies, we are eating good. I'll be uploading some more of my interesting matches this week, along with some Granblues. So let me know in the comments if you got a chance to play the beta and how you felt about the changes. I don't know what to tell you, but thanks for watching.